Okay, we're starting Be'ezras Hashem siman Kuf Pei Gimel, and this is a continuation of what he just said at the end of the last siman, that there's a bracha l'malshinim, and that bracha makes it clear that when we're talking about koifrim minim, we don't say that we don't daven to Hashem with like be melamed schus on them and say good about them and try to find ways to they should not get punished and maybe they should do tshuva. No, adrab, we daven chol minim kerega yovedu. So take a look at this siman now. V'zela shoyn harambam perek beis milchas tefillah b'mei Rabban Gamliel. The Rambam says like this when he tells the story of how the Birkas Haminim was written. B'mei Rabban Gamliel.
Was it after the Churban or before the Churban?
After the Churban.
Okay.
So b'mei Rabban Gamliel of Yavne Rabu ha'apikorsin b'Yisrael. There were many heretic sects among the Jews. The Tzdukim, and then there was the Christians at that time.
And by Tusim.
Those two really, like after the Churban, they kind of phased out, but there were new ones.
They were to the Kusim.
And they were oppressing the Jews, or making life difficult for the Jews. And they were also convincing Yidden to go and leave the derech of Hashem. Since Rabban Gamliel saw this is more important than any other need, and in Shemona Esrei we speak out all our needs. Every bracha is a separate need, refuah and parnasa and everything. So Amad Hu Beis Dinoi, Rabban Gamliel got up with his court and v'hiskin bracha achas. He made up a new bracha shetiyeh ba shayla milifnei Hashem. That it should be a request from Hashem to destroy the apikorsim. And he put it into the nusach of the davening that everyone should know it. And davening wasn't written down then; everybody knew it by heart. We see in this Rambam that the bracha of l'malshinim doesn't mean to be melamed schus on them or to ask them to do tshuva. It means to destroy them.
If we like to bring down, they like to bring the story of Rabbi Meir's.
Oh, okay. We're going to get to that in a minute. Okay. Okay. And this need to destroy the apikorsim is greater than any other need. Even though Shemona Esrei contains a bakasha for everything else too, refuah, v'chaim, v'geula, v'kibbutz galius, v'chadoyma. So those things are very great needs, right? But still, cost of a Rambam zal she'ibud apikorsim gedolim mikol atzrachim. That destroying the heretics is even greater than any of these other needs. It's more important than refuah, more important than geula, more important than anything else. Ve'achshav ba'avoneseinu rabim. But now, on the contrary, today, people are unfortunately smechim pahanas malchus bezuya u'shvela. They're happy about this state of Israel, and they're happy about whatever it does. Even though they know that the state is spreading around heresy in the world and convincing children to go off the derech. To Samar Saros Enoish, the hair stands on end ad hechon higia samius einayim shalador. How far the blindness of the generation has reached. Okay, so take a look. Here he doesn't explain it too much, but in Al Gula, Siman Samach Zayin, there's a long piece about this Gemara in Brachas that you just mentioned. I saw in the Sefer by a certain rabbi writes, Shebiyamnenu shehiksha, in our times, shehiksha, he asked the kasha, Mimadi amrinan begemara Brachas, daf yud amud aleph. Hani b'yoyin dahav b'shvu seder Meir, v'chulu, Rameir was davening that they should die, and Amr leid Bruria devesu my daitach mishum dichsiv tamu chatoim miksiv chatoim ksiv. Not the sinners should die, but the sins should perish. Elaboy rachmi alayu delahadi b'tshuva. Daven they should do tshuva. Rishaim oid einam. They won't be Rishaim anymore. Boy rachmi alayu delahadi b'tshuva.
Yes, what's the answer on this?
So. The kasha is, why did Chazal make a bracha? No, they shouldn't have said that. Why didn't the Chazal make a bracha? Yeah, that the Rishaim should do tshuva. The minim should do tshuva. Ad kan kushyasei. That's this rabbi's kasha. Omnam kushyasei may kar lesson. The hasam mayri mi biryoini. There it says it was biryonim. It was like tough people, gangsters. V'Rashi pirish biryonim pritzim. There were people who were like very irreligious and very wild people. They were ignorant people. Uva Aruch Pirish Listim. The Aruch says it was Listim, it's gangsters. V'loi Mayim Riminim. It's not talking about heretics. V'asi Shapir. Now we understand the answer. The Amr Levakish Rachim Malayu de Lahedra B'Tshuva. That's why Bruria said that he should daven and they should do tshuva, because they were not bikosim. So it's not a kasha at all. Yeah? Uva Emes. Okay, then he's going to speak about the Marsha, the kasha here. Then look at the next paragraph. That's only by regular Rishayim. There's a mitzvah to even kill them. That was only in the time of the Beis Hamikdash. We're not afraid that maybe they'll do tshuva. In other words, we don't say let's leave them alive in case they do tshuva. Maybe they'll have children who will be good. So if it's allowed to kill them, then for sure it's allowed to curse them. Okay. Next page of the Al-Gula, he brings in the siman Samach Ches there. Whoever separates himself from heresy is going to die. So in other words, even if they do tshuva, Hashem will take them out of the world right away, so they don't have a chance to go back to their old ways. All those who go in the path of Minas are not going to come back. And even if they do tshuva, they're not going to go and they're not going to live long lives. The Gemara asks, if they didn't do tshuva, then how are they going to get Orchos Chaim? Even if they do tshuva, well, the
Gemara actually says on this that somebody who becomes a heretic, why do they call them min? A species? What kind of lashon is this?
Okay.
But it means it's a new person. Because they became a new person, they can only therefore do tshuva by dying. Because they have to mevadel this new person they became. Because an apikoros is a totally new person. That's why only death is true, because they can't return to who they were before.
Okay, so this is the explanation of the bracha of
they're totally different.